Hey, what's up, Tony? So today what I wanted to address was post-surgery, particularly waking up after surgery, after having a prostatectomy, which was the option for me. Your option may be different, but I just wanted to let you know what it was like, and let me tell you, it was very, very interesting. I don't know, I discussed it in a previous video, the things that I had missed in my pre-ops consultation with my doctor, and maybe he had told me what I would wake up to, but like I said, I just didn't hear half the stuff, that he was saying, especially about, no longer being able to have an ejaculation. And maybe this was one of the things that I had also missed because, again, like most of us that have been going through this or starting to go through having, issues with our prostate, whether it's BPH or inflammation or cancer that is causing incontinence, you're in another world, and, being faced with many new topics and subjects and information that you've never ever heard about and never thought that you would be even thinking about, or for that matter, even saying. So I woke up after the prostatectomy with what's surprising to me, 3 tubes. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Here I am, day of surgery, getting on the bed. I have so many tubes. This one needs to be fixed. So there's one here, there's another one here, there's one here, and we've got one here. All kind of, attached to keep me going. But we made it through surgery, so now it's just post. Fingers crossed.
And let me tell you, looking down there, actually, it's a lie, 4 tubes because I had an IV. So we've got an IV. We also too have a regular indwelling catheter. But on top of that, I also had let me see if I'm saying this right, a suprapubic catheter, which is a catheter that they make a hole in your lower abdomen that goes all the way through and into your bladder. So I had that one on that side, and then on this side, I had another tube, which was a drain to drain the excess blood, coupled with the stitches, right? There was a lot going on. And the point of this video is to let you know that, maybe there was nothing to be said that the urologist has said to me about what it would look like when I woke up after the surgery and whatever surgery. Maybe there was a complication, or maybe there was something that he had to do at the time, but it was a bit of a shock to wake up with many more tubes than I had anticipated. And yes, I had gotten somewhat used to living with the catheter, and was really glad to be able to have the option to have the prostatectomy, but to wake up with more tubes than what I went in with was a bit surprising and a bit shocking. And I never really asked why. I just figured that they must know what they're doing, which maybe was a mistake on my part, but I was just trying to get through. It was really quite surprising to wake up with that many more tubes. And then on top of that, I believe that I stayed there, what was it, 2 nights, maybe 3 nights? I don't remember. I have to look at my calendar. But I had to go home with all of those tubes. So can you imagine, I was just figuring out, which I've shared with you guys all the videos on how to live with a catheter. Now I'm living with a catheter in my junk, a catheter in my stomach, a tube over here to drain blood. I mean, thank God I didn't trip on anything. I mean, that would have been a disaster. There was a lot going on, to say the least. And so point of the video is that your doctor or your urologist will do everything in his power to let you know, at least hopefully, what's going on and what to expect. You may miss some information like I did, and there may be something that happened during the surgery that warranted the additional abdominal catheter. Obviously, in my case, it was both. for whatever reasons. I continue to trust my doctor because I still see him, my doctor. But I would actually ask your doctor what to expect so that there are no surprises, like what I went through. I remember that it might have helped when I woke up and I actually took the covers and went like this and literally just went, I just can't, right? And went back to sleep, and maybe I would not have been so shocked and felt like, Frankenstein's monster down there if I had an idea of what had happened or what to expect. Also, to maybe it would have been an additional bedside manner thing when the doctor came in to check on me to say, listen, before you look down there, I want to let you know what's going on, and it might be a surprise. Because it was actually really shocking. So all this to say is, if you are faced with prostate surgery of any kind, whatever it is that you choose or is recommended, is to ask a lot of questions about what to expect. When you wake up. I do believe, and I'm a firm believer, that this is connected with everything, and if this is right and if this is prepared as much as possible, right, it only helps with your healing and your recovery. Because if this is starting to fail you and you start to go down a very dark path, which is, definitely a possibility considering where everything is, you're already thinking about, oh my God, who am I? What am I going to be? Will anybody care? Am I still a man? All that other stuff. Then to wake up with that on top of everything else is a lot. So ask your doctor, ask the nurses, get all the information that you can, whatever it is that you're going through in terms of your surgery and getting your health together, right? Wishing you the very best.